when MiG-29s ambushed Eagles. Captain Marcus Hawk. Riley squinted through the HUD of his F-15C Eagle. The rising sun cast a golden shimmer over the horizon, and the sea below was a glassy black mirror. His wingman, Lieutenant Jake Viper Kessler, flew in tight formation off his right wing. Eagle 1 to Shadow Command, Riley radioed in. Clear skies. No radar contacts. Beginning patrol sweep Alpha. Copy that, Eagle 1. Maintain radio silence unless contact. Expect quiet skies. Riley exhaled. This was routine, part of the new NATO quick response drills near contested airspace. The Russian border wasn't far. Tensions were razor-thin. But the air was always clear. Always. Until today. Colonel Dmitry Sokolov of the Russian Air Force peered into the HUD of his MiG-29 Fulcrum. His flight of 4 had lifted silently, jamming low-frequency radar with new ECM tech the West hadn't seen yet. They had no transponders. No radio chatter. Ghosts in the early dawn. Target vector confirmed, said his wingman, Major Sergei Volkov. 2 F-15s, sweeping Alpha. We approach from the sun. Sokolov's orders were clear, a defensive engagement over disputed airspace, with deniability. NATO had pushed too far. He grinned. We'll show them the fulcrum still has teeth. A subtle blip flickered on Riley's RWR, too faint for a proper ID. His instinct twitched. Viper, check 6. I've got something weird on the scope. Negative contact. You sure? Feels like we're not alone. Riley banked slightly, pulling his jet into a wider sweep, eyes scanning the contrails behind. The sky remained empty. Then, a whisper across the comms. Shadow Command, do you copy? I think we've got. Static. Missile lock screamed. Break right. Missile inbound. Riley yelled as he slammed the stick and flared chaff. A streak of white shot past his canopy, too damn close. From the sun, 4 MiG-29s dropped like hawks. Sokolov's voice came through on an open frequency. Welcome to our skies, Eagle. Riley's blood froze. They were ambushed. Viper. Evade and climb. Defensive pattern Delta. But Viper's voice was gone. Riley craned his head. Viper's Eagle spun down, a wing sheared off in the explosion. A white shoot blossomed below. Grief hit fast, but he buried it. Later. If you survive. He banked, counted hard, and lit his afterburners. The MiGs stayed on him like wolves. The F-15C was old, but Riley was a master of it. He dove low, cutting his profile, pulling hard into a cloud bank. A missile trailed behind. He yanked the throttle, popped flares, and flipped up hard. The missile lost lock. One MiG overshot. Riley locked tone and fired. Fox 2. An AIM-9X Sidewinder streaked from his pylon and turned mid-air. It kissed the MiG's tail. Fire erupted and the Russian jet spiraled into the sea. 3 to go, Riley muttered. Sokolov's voice returned. You are good, Eagle. But not good enough. Try me, Riley spat, voice tight. Fuel was dropping fast. Ammunition low. The MiGs were coordinated, like they had trained for this moment. He was being herded. Come on, give me a gap, he whispered. One MiG flanked left. He feinted right, drawing it out, then spiraled upward. G-forces pressed hard. A second lock warning shrieked. He dumped flares, rolled inverted, and dove behind the attacker. Another lock. Too close. He let instinct take over. He jinked right, then left, then fired blind. Fox 2. Another explosion lit the sky. The second MiG gone. The third pulled away, but Sokolov stayed on him. Now it was personal. Riley and Sokolov danced across the skies. Every turn, every flare, every throttle burst, a chess game at Mach 1. Why are you doing this? Riley shouted over open comms. This is suicide. Sokolov laughed, but there was pain behind it. Because the Cold War never ended. Your people forgot that. We did not. Tell that to the men dying for nothing. I am not dying today. Locked tone. Sokolov fired. The missile streaked forward. Riley tried to evade, but the proximity warning flared red. He dove. Bam! The tail jolted. Fire. He was hit. Systems failing. Smoke filled the cockpit. Come on, baby, he whispered, coaxing the controls. The Eagle shook, groaned, but held. He could eject. He could survive. But something inside burned hotter than the fire licking his fuselage. He rerouted systems, killed secondary power, and gained minimal control. His radar flickered. Sokolov came back, circling. This is the end, Eagle. Riley whispered, not yet. He killed his transponder, cut thrust, and dropped below radar. Sokolov followed. Riley let the MiG close. Locked tone. Fox 3. He fired his last AIM, 120 AMRAAM at point-blank range. Too close for Sokolov to dodge. The MiG erupted in a fireball, pieces raining down into the waves. The sky fell silent. Riley's jet gave its last breath and stalled. He ejected. Hours later, a NATO SAR chopper found Riley bobbing in a life raft, smoke trailing behind him on the sea. He was bruised, burned, but alive. As they pulled him aboard, the crew chief leaned close. You brought down 3 MiGs? Riley didn't speak. He looked at the horizon, eyes haunted. They weren't just flying jets. They were flying ghosts. He turned back to the sea, a grave for warriors who never got to finish their war.